Good. I forgot my microphone. Good morning, everybody. I'm Bart Winkler, back from a couple of day vacation. You know, the last time that I took a vacation, I didn't have a job anymore. The last time I took a vacation. No, but good Thanksgiving. So much to talk about. Everything that happened over Thanksgiving, whether it was this Badgers coaching hire that happened on Sunday, whether it was the Brewers made a trade at the beginning of the weekend. I'll talk about the World Cup a little bit. The USA ties a game, and then everybody needs to remind me that they hate soccer. Wow, that was cool. So fun stuff there. How does it look on the YouTube? I feel like my mouth is off a touch from where I'm speaking. And I also didn't test my mic. So just let me know that it sounds good. Again, good morning, everybody. So much to get into. As I mentioned, the last time I took a vacation, I ended up without a job. So that was no fun. But hopefully things are a little bit different this time around. So much to get into. Of course, we'll start with the Packers. They fall to the Eagles 40-33. Very disappointing in that you knew at some point, they would have this game. They would play a good team. They would give it their all, and then they would just come up a little bit short. We thought that's what would happen against the Bills. That game turned out to be a disaster. That did not happen. It happened again instead against the Eagles, where the Milwaukee what am I talking? What the fuck am I talking about? I haven't done this in 5 days. Look, I love Jordan Love now, okay? Is that so wrong to say? I hate the pick. I want to see him. I want to see this guy. I want to see him throw every pass the rest of the season. I want to see an offense that when they do play action, they do it from under center. That's what I want to see. I want to see a guy who's less worried about what he's got to say on McAfee on Tuesday and more worried about what's the result of this play going to be. That's what I want to see. I think that obviously the talking point out of this game is that Rodgers got hurt and Jordan Love's the quarterback. For now. Now, will he play against the Bears next week? We've been kicking around the idea that he plays against the Eagles. He plays against the Bears. He's going to try to gut it out against the Bears. Then you have a bye. Then you go on IR. Then you go 4 weeks of Jordan Love. That's what we've been kicking around. Not just me, but people on the show, people on the pod, you guys. And that's what's been going on. We've been talking about that for the last couple of weeks. And as we've been talking about it, we've been saying, oh, Rodgers is kind of faking a cough here a little bit. Like his thumb hurts. Then we find out that my guy, Big B, intrepid reporter, Big B, gets Aaron Rodgers. I love that. Like, Big B has a name, but NFL.com is reporting Aaron Rodgers told Big B that his thumb is broken. Oh, okay. Can you give this guy a name or something? Or unless that's what he wants to go by. Big B is one of the guys on the Underage Packers podcast. Those two hate my guts. I never quite figured out why, but they hate me. I would love to, as part of my infrastructure week, do a show with them. There's a lot of bridges that I need to rebuild, but some people hate me before I even throw first punch. Amazing, right? I mean, how could you ever imagine that? Let's get to some of the comments. Tim Shea's going to join us in a little bit, so you're going to have to stick to the edge of your seats for that. We'll get into the Luke Fickell stuff a little bit with him, and wherever you guys want to go, whatever you go with in the comments. If you guys want to jump on the StreamYard, I've got that link there. I did see something from Matt. He says, would it be better with the green screen? I want to give a shout out to my guy, Matt in the Falls. Matt in the Falls hooked me up with a ring light and a green screen. And I want you to know that I have not set it up yet on behalf of laziness and also World Cup action. So do not think, if you're on the YouTube, oh, Matt bought shoddy equipment. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Matt bought top-of-the-line stuff, which I will set up this week. So, again, thank you to Matt, and I'll get that going for you. Again, you can join us. You can always join on these lives. Bucks, too. Bucks play. They beat the Mavs pretty handily. That was good, so we'd be going live tonight anyway. But you can always join on YouTube in the comments section and then on the StreamYard, as I'm going to bring in Big Ron in Jersey, who I just saw him in the little tiny corner of my screen What were you sipping on there, my friend?
I'm sipping on a vodka fresca, my man.
Ooh. I can't do any of the Frescas or the LaCroix or the bubblies. I don't like it.
No, what do you just drink straight vodka then?
Oh yeah, just straight leap vodka. I mean, it tastes so good.
No,
Why would I want anything else? Why would I want
can't fault you for that, man.
anything else? So what are we thinking, Big Ron? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, man. I'm just really I'm seeing a lot of our teams, including the Packers, being snake bitten by some of these big contracts that they've signed. You know, I mean, signing Kenny Clark to $70 million. He is just. I was watching him today with a hyper focus. That guy just. I'm sorry, Bart. He doesn't try, man. He does not give the
Kenny
effort.
Clark.
No, yeah, Kenny Clark.
A lot of the problems with Kenny Clark and his tenure as a Packer is he plays a position where, he's not like Aaron. I mean, he's not Aaron Donald. He's not an edge rusher. He's not one of these guys. But you would like some more impact plays. What we always hear about Kenny Clark is, well, he doubles up the guys and he lets other people, and then he's there to stuff the run. But anything run stuff. What did the Eagles rush for tonight? 363 yards. Jalen Hurts with 157 himself. That's the most ever by a quarterback against the Packers in the regular season. Obviously, Cap had, I think, 183 in the playoffs. But, yeah, Kenny Clark, a big contract. He's under the microscope. Obviously, we'll talk about Rodgers. The guy that I'm kind of like, dude, Jair needs to stop. He needs to stop following whatever his first instinct is. He needs to go Summer of George on this, because him being down and then getting booed off the field and then waving and then coming back on and all the celebrating he's doing down 2 scores, it's enough.
Yeah, he's another guy that signed a big contract and has not lived up to, his salary at all.
Sucks. What do you think about the Fickell hire?
I like the Fickell hire. I think, okay, so it's Fickell against Jim Leonard, right? I mean, what has Fickell done in his coaching career? I mean, he's taken a mid-major team in Cincinnati to the college football playoff.
And got them into the Big 12.
Yeah. I mean, the guy got I think they had 9 players drafted in last year's draft, which was the 3rd most behind Georgia and LSU. I mean, the guy can clearly develop, these players, at a mid-major. I think this is a good hire. What do you think, Bart?
I think that I've liked Fickell because I've liked Cincinnati. I've been rooting for them. I think that to compete, they had to do something, and we'll talk more about that later. But with the Bucky hat on, I just wanted to ask you before I kick your ass off of here and get the hot take, Jake.
All right, man. Well, it was good talking.
It's good to see you, bud.
Good to see you, dude. Take care.
See ya. Big Ron. Thanks, buddy. Big Ron in Jersey. Always good to see him. I got Austin coming up. Austin, hang tight. Austin used to just call me on a phone, but now he's got the whole setup. He's like figuring Austin, you're dialing it up a little bit. Here's the guy we got to talk to. Hot Take Jake. Hot Take Jake and I have been talking Jordan Love forever. Let me just reiterate my point on Jordan Love. Let me just start from the beginning very quickly. I hated that pick. A disaster of a pick. Dumbest pick they've ever had in the history of all time. And to make that pick work, I thought they had to win a Super Bowl with him, with Rodgers, and then with Jordan Love to justify it. Whatever. Didn't like the pick. Still sucks. Now here we are. I desperately want to see Jordan Love play. I don't want Rodgers to be hurt, but I want to see Jordan Love play. We need to see Jordan Love play. And where we saw Jordan Love play against the Lions last year, bad, and against the Chiefs last year, hard to judge, or 2 years ago, we saw, or whenever that was last year, we saw Jordan Love tonight in limited time give them a chance to win this football game. Jordan Love tonight was just 6 of 9, a quarterback rating of 146.8. I think that's wrong. It should have been 290. Jordan Love, and a lot of the, Watson did a lot of the work on that one, but Jake, Jordan Love.
I mean, I don't want to take a victory lap already. It's tempting, but it was fun because there's so many Packer fans tonight that are so mad that Jordan Love looks great. Like they are seething right now that Jordan Love looked awesome. And I'm here for it. I mean, I'm here to see haters get pissed off. Like, I don't know. I was watching Grayson Allen just destroy the Mavericks tonight. That was fun to watch because I know that there's a lot of idiots that want him traded for some loser that hasn't played this season in Phoenix. So that was fun. And then I get to see my son Jordan get in there and just straight up dominance immediately. It's a fun night, man. Although I gotta say, man, was that Matt in the Falls? He's starting to look a little bit more right that Dallas win really was pointless.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people maybe knew it at the time. But look, as long as you got like a leg in the playoff chase, you go for the playoffs. Even tonight, like I was rooting against. Who was I rooting against today? Somebody stupid. Seattle. Rooting against Seattle just in case. And
bless your heart, I didn't watch any football except for the Packers. Like I haven't even been paying attention to the other games because none of it.
Well,
really matters.
Jake, I've been watching a lot of football. Okay.
Football. Hey, can I say that Big Ron looks exactly like a Big Ron?
Oh, to a T.
Like if you told me to draw a Big Ron, like that's who I'm drawing right there. I like seeing all these faces, man. This is kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a new. You try to find the silver linings of not being employed.
I feel bad for Jordan Love because when he played against Kansas City, they had a really stupid game plan. I remember, and I was really pissed off that I think they tried to basically play him like you would play Rodgers against Kansas City. And then in the second half, they simplified it and he looked a lot better. And then I'm like, man, just get one stop and then give him a chance to go tie the game in the 2-minute drill. And then same bullshit tonight where they're just going to run it 3 times down the gut and you can't stop them from getting 10 yards. It's pretty crazy to think the expectations of this defense coming into this season. And not only are they not meeting those expectations, but it's one of the worst defenses I've seen in a long time, because it's not just the fact that they give up so many points, and it's just they look so soft doing it. They just look like I made a tweet tonight. They had big Orange Cassidy energy tonight. I thought you might like that one.
Oh, sure. A little AEW.
Yeah. You just from wherever, weighing whatever. Give me Jim Leonard. I feel terribly for the guy right now. Give him another shot at that job. They tried to hire him and he turned him down because I think he knew eventually he'd get a shot at the Badgers job. But
no, I think Leonard turned down the Packers
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's get Barry's ass out of there and get Leonard in there, because when he's got the horses, man, those Badgers defenses looked great. But I do feel bad for the guy. I think the reason why there was so much they wouldn't name anything, or I really feel like they've been in contact with Fickell for a while, and they were like, well, we'll, wait and see what he says. He was probably making a decision. So they're kind of stringing Leonard along. And then just in case Fickell says no, then it was like, no, this is our guy all along, but he'll land on his feet. He's at the very least, a very, very good coordinator. And I think he'll get another head coaching job eventually.
Man, there's so much to talk about. I always say, whenever your team gets a new head coach, that's story number one. I remember when the Bucks started, it was when LaFleur got hired, the Bucks were 10-6 and they were in first in the East, and people are like, Bucks, you got a new head coach, man. I mean, you got to talk about the new head coach, but there's a lot going on, especially with the Packers, and now that Jordan Love played today. So we'll break it all down, Jake. I got Badgers guests coming, baby. I got everyone's favorite guest, Pete Bukowski, coming on this week.
Oh, Petey. Little Petey.
I always go, so I'm trying to return the favor because people hate me. But then when I go on Pete's pod, people love me on Pete's pod. They don't love me on my pod. They love me on Pete's pod. So I'm going to try to return the favor.
I love you on all pods, Bart. Me and you are like 2 peas in a pod right now.
I was going to say it if you didn't. That's how good we are.
I was hoping we'd open things up and we could have a little 3-way action, but it's okay. We can't do it every week.
Well, you want Austin to come in here? I can bring Austin in here.
It's not gay if it's in a 3-way.
Hey, hot take, Jake.
What's up, Austin, man? You look
Austin,
like you're
just come in from outside. I can see your breath.
Yeah, no, I
That's not his breath, Bart.
Oh, is that something else?
Man.
I understand, man. That's not my thing, but I could understand needing to relax a little bit after that.
Yeah, it's from quitting the cigarettes.
Okay.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Okay, so like I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers guy. And I really hated the draft pick of when they traded up to get Love because I thought that they could win back in 2019 and 2020. And so like Jordan Love, okay, what it was 11 minutes he played, looked fucking great tonight. And like I really want him to be good. But like do you think that they missed out on an opportunity in that draft? Like what
Not at all.
can make that logical?
No, I don't think they missed out on anything because I truly believe, and I got in an argument with one of my brother-in-laws over Thanksgiving in this, that you don't get 2 MVP seasons out of Rodgers if you don't draft Love. I think Rodgers either stays where he was at, which was looking pretty poopy going into those last 2 seasons before they picked Love, because Rodgers is just a weird guy that needs some sort of, he needs to feel spited to really go that extra effort. So I think in that sense, it was worth it. It just, they couldn't get the most out of him in a playoff game. And that's just kind of the way I think Rodgers' Packer career is going to come to an end, is just a lot of unfulfilled expectations. But I like that I'm being interviewed by one of the guests on Bart Winkler's podcast.
Well, yeah.
This is why I bring people on at the
Bart
same
in real
time.
quick. Bart, what do you think?
Because I don't want to talk. What?
I said, let's
it's
bring
every
Bart
radio
in.
guy's dream to have a show and then talk as little as possible.
I mean, I think that's why
Like Bill
loves your
Michael.
show, Bart. Less
I didn't
is
say
more.
it, Austin. You did.
That's
Jake,
all right.
I'm going to let you go and keep the boxes moving.
All right, I love you, boys.
Love you, Jake. Grant Bills is
Hey,
there.
okay,
I don't know
so
if he's
Bart.
there. Get him when he's there. What's up?
Okay, so what does it take for the Love pick to be a success?
Well, I said at the time, Rodgers needs to win a Super Bowl and Love needs to win a Super Bowl. Now I think Love needs to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was yelling at the TV.
Or even if he's just good. Like, honestly, now, I mean, just be good.
No, fuck that, Bart. I was yelling at the TV and then he threw that first touchdown to Watson.
That was the best play. That was the only time this year that I actually smiled.
Yeah, I was loving it. It was great. I was like, okay, this
year's
is the
been
future.
So shitty. I didn't even mind so they went down 14-0 and or 13. You thought it was gonna be over, and then Packers came back. I didn't even mind when the Eagles scored again. I'm like, holy shit, this is a game I would actually watch if it wasn't the Packers.
It was good. It was somehow good. And who do we got?
Oh, that's Grant in his cabin.
Okay, his radio
kitchen.
show is fantastic.
Oh, nice kitchen, nice woodwork.
Oh, thank you. I did it myself.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm not handy enough.
Oh, well, sorry, Austin. Grant Bills here, WKTY. Sports show.
Yeah, dude, Bart got me onto your show, and it's fucking awesome, dude.
I did?
Yeah.
You listen?
It's very good.
Yeah, Grant show, 4 to 6. Select markets.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Thank you, Austin.
It's good to hear local, kind of local. It's good.
Well, yeah,
Live
you wait
and
till the
local.
summer when Grant does his whole summer of June is interviewing the fucking loggers and the people that host them in their homes.
Are you calling another game soon or what?
Who, me?
Yeah, you did that one for the spiders, was it?
Oh, the dock spiders, yeah.
Yeah. That was interesting.
That's not a compliment.
Yeah, well, I never heard you do anything like that before. So, hey,
thanks for
Grant. What do you think it would take? Oh, there he goes.
I'm listening.
The Jordan Love pick to be successful. Also,
PBR.
Does that properly show it?
Outstanding. That's outstanding. The Jordan Love pick to be a success.
How about Grant answers that right after these words?
There you go.
All right, we're back. I have to do that.
You can take me out too.
Okay, all right. See ya. All right, Austin wants to leave.
All right. Well, wait, hang on. You're getting back in. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that wasn't that was a commercial. I have to edit that in Blue Wire. All right.
Right.
Grant.
Right. Yeah.
Now that we've heard Indeed.com tell us about their great promotions, what do you got going on?
I was just going to jump in and very quickly, I was going to leave the Jordan Love stuff to you because I feel like this is your moment and your takes will be great. You've been made for this. What's frustrating to me is that the Packers in like 2013 were horrible against the run, and the last decade has been like about fixing that. And
we really haven't talked about the defense yet,
dude.
They were so fucking bad.
But the thing is, like, you can't win a game with the defense like that. Like, these other team could just hold the ball. Like Jordan Love, who knows? Aaron Rodgers was playing well. I mean, he had 2 interceptions, but the offense was good tonight, and we haven't been able to say that in weeks. And it literally didn't matter because we enjoyed it when we had the ball. And then I feel like I went to the bathroom and the Eagles had the ball. Because now they're going to go score, and then I'll come back when the game is interesting to me again. Like baseball, when you're up to bat, you're more focused, and then like you lean back and you watch from a distance. That was his game.
We're trying to figure out if Rodgers is going to come back or not. The Eagles had such a long drive that it's like, well, Rodgers could go to the hospital and come back.
Yeah, he had time, and I just don't understand how it's still. They just shovel first-round picks onto this defense, and it's gotten worse, if anything. Like they have some.
I'm
nice
leading the
anti-Jair
movement too.
Man, it's just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad because even when it's bad, he makes it worse. You know what I mean? Like he's just in his own little bubble, which if the defense is playing good, it's good. You want your corner to be in that headspace. Your number one guy is like supposed to be a little psycho and he's supposed to be nuts. And the rest of the defense feeds off that. But when the defense is bad, it multiplies the worseness the other way, if that makes sense.
Earlier, I said he needs to go Summer of George and do whatever his instinct is, do the opposite.
Yeah. Well, and then there's that play where he was, I don't know what he just froze and he just watched the dude catch the ball. And I get like playing corner is hard and these guys are really fast and you can't play football with just the screenshots. But it's like, dude, what are you doing there? I watched the Eagles defense. They came up and they almost broke A.J. Dillon in half on that tackle where he limped off. And I'm like, shit, they got T.J. Edwards out there who's like, we got Quay Walker. He's a first-round pick linebacker off the best defense I've ever seen in my life in college. The Eagles get a 4th, 5th-round guy out of Wisconsin who is nice, and he's just killing guys out there. He's hitting like a cement truck. The Packers don't hit. They don't tackle. Like, I just...
Andy Herman, Pack-A-Day, another Blue Wire special. He had a great little video I saw. Was they got a lot of good players. They don't have any playmakers.
Oh, Andy.
Watson, I think you can put in there soon. Like Watson's a playmaker. I mean, that touchdown, nice pass, okay, but he made that touchdown. On defense, they don't have any of these guys that, like, we're not all going to have. Not every team can have a Micah Parsons, but just somebody that can. And Quay could be that guy, but just somebody that's going to be like, fuck, Quay's out there. Like, I got to account for this guy.
You got to know where he is at all times. They don't have any of those guys.
Did you see how quickly they took Quay off being the spy? Like they had a spy. Yeah. Quay couldn't make a tackle. No one could tackle, and then they completely went away from that strategy.
That's why they drafted him. That's why if you were to go back to the draft, I guarantee they were thinking, well, we got our corners we like. We have drafted a defensive lineman. Now we can just have this extra freak athlete in the middle to go with all these pieces, and he can just roam. He can fly, and he can be that guy, and he's so bad at it. He's a rookie, so it's not totally his fault, but man.
To quote the great Lombardi, they're just grabbing. That was pathetic. And then you took the spy away, and they still rushed for 320 fucking yards. That was so
363. You got to give them that other 43 they got.
I can't believe that's real.
And one was a kneel down, so that don't count.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Tom Brady gets yards when he kneels.
All right, Austin. Good to see you again. Enjoy the PBRs.
Cheers, boys.
See ya.
Thanks, Austin.
Austin, I got Grant Bills. You got to get out. You said you're coming on quick or what?
Me?
Yeah.
I just pop in 5 or 10 minutes. I don't like to linger the whole time. You got to rotate people through. And it's late. I was at work. I just got home from work. I was doing radio
what were you doing
stuff
at work?
Well, because you'll understand this. We had to move the Bucks off of the sports station to a different station, and nobody knows how to run that station and run a Bucks game. So which is whatever. I was watching the Packer game. It wasn't the end of the world, but
I'm going to get Q in here since you guys have matching mustaches.
Yeah.
I thought this was against the rules to have 2 mustaches on the screen at once.
Yeah.
I'm getting some feedback in the comments. People don't like, we did an 8-box last time. People don't like the 3-box setup.
Not enough, or it's too
So
much?
I'll just refresh the audience. I'm here with Grant Bills, who I am now vicariously living through his career. And I'm here with Q. And they both have great mustaches.
Thank you, Bart.
And Tim Shea's waiting in the wings, but his camera's off, so I don't know if I should go to him. And there he is.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt.
And his mic's off.
Hello.
All right. So, Tim, you just sit there while I figure out what's going on with these two.
You guys talk. I'll come in a little bit.
May I give a Jordan Love take? Because I'm assuming Q, do you want to talk about Jordan Love?
I'm just here to say that the Bucks post game show is like an hour and a half late.
Oh yeah. You know what? Let me say this about the Bucks game.
Because the Packers season is over. Packers.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Just started. It just started, Q.
I'm very upset. I'm very upset because obviously I'm going to watch the Packer game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's
no choice.
It's late November. I get it. But I'm very upset that not that I had to, but I'm very upset that I missed a Luka Giannis game.
Yeah.
Because I'm very upset about that. And then I thought that, there were some Bucks fans on Twitter saying, mentioning stuff like, Packers, but Bucks. You guys, the Bucks right now, you're the best. Okay.
Yeah.
Just let everybody watch one Packer game. We still love you. You're our only championship hope. We're not going in it. We love you. We love you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back there the next game when you play whoever the fuck they play. I don't even know. Honestly, the only sports I've watched in 3 weeks is soccer. And people are mad at me about that too. Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow's show. I'm going to trash so many people. But I get it. The Bucks played. Good job. They won.
Oh.
And
they
might be the last team in the state that matters right now.
But so I'm supposed to watch. I'm supposed to not watch the Packers tonight.
You have to.
I mean, it's 2022. You can watch both at the same time.
Oh no, I needed to fully invest in the Packers tonight. This was a game against the Eagles. This was our last chance. We all knew in the back of our minds we were going to see Jordan Love at some point tonight. We all knew it.
So, in Aaron Rodgers' last game, he threw 2 picks and 2 touchdowns.
Picks were weird.
Was that a question?
He was playing well. He was playing well. The picks were weird.
This might be Aaron Rodgers' last.
It's not his last game. It could be his last game of the
Packer.
season. It's not his last game as the Packers. There's no way.
Why?
There's no way. Because he won't leave.
Well, but if Love just balls out the last
everybody, okay. Here's what's going on. I love metaphors.
I'm
like the king of metaphors. I can't
paint a picture.
There's a party going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's 30 people there.
Okay.
Rodgers has been at this party the whole fucking time, and he keeps he picked up his guitar a while ago and was trying to play.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, hey guys, have you seen this funny meme? And he's trying to show you, because now when people get together, you don't just share memes on the internet. You go, hey, did you see this one? Oh my God. Yes, I fucking saw it. We all see the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the one where the dad and Rodgers, get the fuck out of here. Go home. Party's over for you. But he won't get the hint. Or worse, he knows and he's like, screw that. I bought the goddamn punch.
Yeah.
I ain't leaving.
I'm going to eat my fill. Yeah.
There's Tim.
Was there some new life? Did you see any? I'll ask you, Bart. Your antennas are probably up for this. When Jordan Love was in the huddle on that last drive and he had Watson next to him and Jones behind him, did it look any different? Like the way they were moving and milling about and getting ready for a play. Like, did you see anything? Did you notice
I would
anything?
think that those guys, with Jordan Love being in there, those guys would be like, we got to do this for him now. This is his moment. You know, if we don't know like what the future is going to be, but if Jordan Love is going to get judged on the rare times he's ever allowed to play football.
Sure.
I had a great tweet fired up that I was so eager to put. It was the Paul Pierce meme where he was on the wheelchair and then he comes back in, and it was Aaron Rodgers once he realizes Jordan Love's actually going to see the field. Because I thought for sure he was going to, oh my God.
I thought he was coming back. I didn't think he was going to leave.
Well, and the Eagles kept like, it was almost like the Eagles were like, just take your time, let him get healthy, get the one shot he'll actually get so he can come back out there. COVID joke.
That went over my head, actually.
I feel like along those lines, did Cobb drop a touchdown pass?
That was PI. That was PI. I was yelling at my screen. You were talking about the last play on offense they had before the field goal? That was pass interference.
Yeah, like
early.
Like he played like that game that you played.
Think Cobb intentionally dropped a pass?
That's what. Okay, I didn't.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, if the guys you're saying that the young guys are saying we're gonna step up for Love, maybe the old gray hairs are tip drilling passes in the end zone.
There's two teams. There's two teams at once. By the way, speaking of two teams, Matt Schneidman tweeted, Aaron Rodgers at the podium and Jordan Love at his locker will both speak post-game. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I need someone to watch that for me.
Oh, I gotta
or like follow what's going on.
One last Love thing before I leave. This is just why I think that touchdown to Watson is funny. I think that play is a better play for like conversation and fan interest than like a 50-yard bomb, because you could look at that play if you hate Love or you're a big hardcore Rodgers guy and you're like, it was just a simple thing, right? But if you have been wanting Love, you can say, but that's the simple thing that Rodgers sometimes doesn't want to do. Rodgers would prefer to throw the 40-yard bomb. This isn't me, but and Jordan Love said, hey, you catch it and run. You're fast. I'm just going to give it to you.
Love had me sold on the first pass he had when he threw it into the flat and it actually went forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, there.
I think that's the perfect play to. Like,
I got to talk to you at some point about Luke Fickell, Grant, since you're a big Badger fanboy.
I am not, but guess what? I work with some really good Badger people, and just to plug for my show, I'm really excited to have them on and pick their brains and talk to them throughout the week. So yes, I will look forward to listening to the rest of this. Tim, I know you're gonna have some awesome Badger takes, and thank you guys. I'm gonna go and let you guys do your thing.
All right, adios, Grant.
See you guys.
I will take off too and say that Brooke had 4 blocks and Grayson Allen went 7 for 7 to start the game.
Did you watch both games at once, or why are you dogging me?
I did watch both games at once. Grayson Allen went 7 for 7 to start the game from behind the arc.
Yeah.
So like all these people that want to trade him for Crawford can
yeah, well, I'm not one of them.
I know you're not, but I'm saying it for the commenters.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Q. Good to see you, buddy.
Wait, where are you gonna be Tuesday for the USA game?
Nomad.
Really? I will see you there.
Yeah, it's gonna be me and all my Milwaukee Pro Soccer homies.
Tim Shea, you better show up.
I last told you Highbury, right, Tim? We're going I'm going to Nomad now.
What the hell?
Well, we have like 10 people coming. We're not all going to get into Highbury. It's so packed.
Okay.
Tim
Highbury
Shea
rules, though.
Tim Shea, go to Nomad on Tuesday.
I will do my best.
I'll buy you a prefix. All right. See you guys.
Later, dogs. Speaking of buying things, did you ever go to Happy Place Hemp?
Sure did.
How'd that work? You got the pet liquid?
I got the pet spray. Woo! Works beautifully.
So what did you do? Because you did this to your dog?
Yeah, you do it to your dog or your cat, whatever animal you have. You spray it on their treats or food. So we did it on her food. She's about a 60-pound dog, so it's about 3 to 4 sprays. spraying on her food. She eats it. It worked beautifully. Worked absolutely beautifully.
Like she went to bed or what?
She just laid on the couch, was very mellow, very, subdued. Didn't get up every minute someone walked into the house or.
That might have been the first ounce of joy this cat's ever felt.
Dog.
Oh, yeah, I heard the story correctly. HappyPlaceHemp.com. Check them out. The promo code is BART. BART. Go to HappyPlaceHemp.com. Get a 25% discount on anything you order at any time you order it, no matter how many times you get it. HappyPlaceHemp.com. The promo code is BART. HappyPlaceHemp.com. Check them out. It's not just for pets. We just talked about the pet a little bit. They got gummies, the Delta 8s, the Delta 9s, the THCOs, the ones that Tim and I like to take at night.
Yep.
With the CBD, CBN, there's some THC-free ones you can take in the morning. Help me focus a little bit. So check all that out. Shit. I was going to text my brother earlier. Yeah, we're going to Nomad. I meant to text my brother earlier.
All right. Nomad.
Yeah. And on Monday, I'm going to be at Red Lion for Brazil, Switzerland, maybe. Dude, this job's tiring.
You're out and about everywhere, but you're at
Watching
bars.
a lot of soccer, dog.
You're at bars.
I know. I went to Old World Third on Sunday for the German game. I went to Moran's Pub with a bunch of fans of Mexico on Saturday.
Okay.
I'm all over. You want to go through some comments and then we'll talk about the game?
Sure. Why not?
Kyle says, I don't want to be here, but I am. Kind of like the Packers' run defense tonight. Simply atrocious. Something needs to be done. There's going to be talk about firing Joe Barry. So on Monday morning, I am going to talk with Pete Bukowski from Locked On Packers for Tuesday's show. I am worried that whatever we talk about will be irrelevant. I don't know. Are we going to find out Rodgers news on Monday? Are we going to find out that Joe Barry's not going to get fired?
No, they're not. No, if they haven't done it now, they're not doing it.
Let's see. Chad says, so this offense can move the ball and score without a $50 million quarterback. Interesting. Now, I thought Rodgers, had he got the chance, I mean, they were in that game. That first interception was, awful, like dumb. The second one, that can't be what Rodgers is doing, but he was playing fine. I wasn't like, for two interceptions. Yeah, he threw two picks, but he's playing. I had no gripes with Rodgers in this game other than the second pick, which I thought was stupid. What else do we got? Frank says, hey, Bart, how is Barry still coaching here? Matt is bad and has no balls with a Z. How did he just kick a field goal? What a bish. So somebody texted me that Matt LaFleur looks like he always wants to cry. And that's kind of true. And Kingsbury's the same way. I think my one requirement as a coach is when you're on the sideline, don't look like you want to cry. That's it. Have some convictions, do your techniques. Maybe you're a coach that just loves kicking. Maybe you punt too much. Maybe you're conservative. Maybe you're too aggressive. Maybe you're just clueless. Maybe you have no idea what's going on. Maybe you're a genius. Maybe you're 74 years old and your body looks like you're 100. Maybe you're 74 years old and your body looks like you're 35. Just don't be a coach that looks like you always want to cry. And right now, Matt LaFleur looks like that coach. And that bugs me.
I guess I need to pay more attention to Matt LaFleur now.
That's all I do. I'm body language guy now. KJ says, I thought Kenny Clark had his worst game as a Packer. Jason Kelsey owned him all night. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. KJ, if you are on the StreamYard and you're not going to get off and watch on YouTube, it confuses me too much.
I can't wait to listen to radio tomorrow or other people. My favorite thing in the whole day or the whole after a game like this will be, there goes Jalen Hurts again for 40 yards down the middle.
Jalen Hurts is still running for a touchdown.
Yeah. He's still going. Ugh, kill me now.
No, I bet you. So let's do a little fun prediction game. Okay. And since you're talking about others, J75 Basketball 3 said feelings on Sparky and Horvat going Monday Night Wars head-to-head with you post-game. Yes, they did their Curd and Long tonight, which is a tri-weekly podcast on the Odyssey app. And I say, fuck yeah. And if you listen to them, listen to us. If you listen to us, listen to them. Like, if you're watching this, obviously download my podcast so you can, because I need the numbers. That's how I get paid. But also listen to them too.
Those are people we like.
Yeah. And I'm going to go see Sparky this week because Monday starts the toy drive. We're still doing it. It's hard not to say we. Still doing the toy drive. And I'm going to go out there on one of these days. I don't know what yet.
Okay.
But maybe I will go out there.
Maybe I'll come join you. Maybe I'll have you come pick me up.
I did actually, when I went to Moran's Pub, I was on Rawson. So I drove by the Blaine's Farm and Fleet that we always did it from. And the big thing was there where we would always broadcast from. So, yeah. And Sparky apparently is going to be out there from 6 to 6. Talking about the toy drive, 12:50 a.m. thefan.com. You can donate. It's for the Children's Hospital. They raise toys to give out all year. So I've been honored to be a part of that toy drive, but also I've been honored to go to the hospital and then give out some of the toys. So it's really, really cool. So yeah, I love it. I'm taking the approach that life is not a competition. We should all support each other. I've seen that meme on LinkedIn a lot this weekend, and so I agree with it. Yeah, I agree with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good quote to take. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get you that like in a block of wood for your Christmas gift this year.
By the way, before we play prediction game, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, how are you feeling? What happened?
We'll talk off air about that later.
Oh, okay.
I'm feeling great.
Well, Tim was sick. All I know is that you were sick. I don't know whatever mysterious thing that just was.
Yeah, it's been good stuff.
Ooh, okay. Is it like butt thing?
What?
Like, do you have a butt problem?
No. No.
Okay.
I'd think about that for a second.
So here's what I want to play.
All right.
ESPN Milwaukee. What are they going to talk about the majority of the time? Fickell or Packers?
Packers.
I don't know. Jen Latta did a piece on Jump Around.
Yeah. Good piece, by the way. Very good piece.
I bet you because I think that and I think the game, which has the rights to both, I think they're going to go more Badgers than Packers.
Afternoon, they'll definitely go more Badgers. I bet in the morning and mid-morning, whatever you want to call that. Because it's not midday from 9 to noon.
No, they'll go more Badgers.
They'll go heavy Packers. That'd
be interesting. The best part is I won't know. I'm going to be watching World Cup.
There you go. You'll be all
Look at that. You could say, "Oh, Bart just no." I'm promoting others. Figure it out. Caleb, my guy. Okay, I watched the game with him today. Caleb, huge moment. He said, "Hey, go to Old German Beer Hall to watch the game." Well, no, duh.
That's right down the block from me.
That's where I was. I watched the game with him and his brother.
You should have called me.
He said, if we saw tonight what we saw from Love, and we still have to see a hobbled Rodgers start the Bears game next week, I'm going to scream. No. I think I was trying to tell this to a buddy tonight, and he accused me of being a Rodgers hater. I don't know where he got that idea ever, unless he listened to just one of my shows. I think a lot of us, we just want to see, right? This doesn't have to be what Rodgers was far. It doesn't have to be a me versus you. I just want to see a game. I got out of I sat up in my seat. You don't want Rodgers to be hurt, obviously, but gotta say that. But I just want to see Jordan. The guy's been here for 3 years. We barely know him. I want to see what can he do. And he came in against the Eagles team and he threw a touchdown right away. And I do believe he would have had a touchdown on that drive, even if Watson's so good. Watson is good.
Yeah, he's a stud. He's a stud.
Like, if MVS could have been what Watson is, we would have won a Super Bowl. Against Tampa Bay, we would have won that game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even watching MVS now, all of the Chiefs receivers get hurt, and instead they're throwing to their 4-string back and their 9th-string tight end instead of having to throw to MVS. What are they doing? Black 59 Razor says Peckers suck. LOL. That is some
Packers.
fucking rich comedy. That is the kind of shit that we need more of. Black 59 Razor, send an email to winks@fuckyou.net and I will hire you tomorrow. Ooh, Ryan says Jordan Love is Jason Campbell. Nice compliment. Jason Campbell, underrated by today's standards.
Wow.
Let's see what else here. Dentrick says Germany game was great. Now, a lot of the guys that I just mentioned, Ryan and Jason or Black 59 Razor, are just in the comments saying things over and over.
I did see a little bit of the Costa Rica game.
Well, that was early.
I have a buddy who is from Costa Rica. Huge.
That was a 4 a.m. game, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, he was up. He screenshotted me his alarm clock. He sent me some text messages early in the morning. I did get to see the end of that game. Big win by them.
There's so much to talk about since we last talked. And like I said earlier, the last time I took this many days off, I ended up not having a job anymore.
I need to process those vacation days from you. HR will get back to you soon. So,
but there's so much that happened. One thing that I'm going to say for tomorrow's show, so you are spared tonight, is the USA England game. Good result.
Yeah.
I can't believe the stupidity of people. First of all, no one's making this is just a tease. No one's making you watch soccer. Also, game tied. How can it get motherfucker, my friend? This is a round robin tournament. You get points based off your result. So if you win, you get 3 points. If you tie, you get 1. You're not hating soccer. You're unwilling to just figure out simple math. So tomorrow's going to be the podcast. The Tuesday show is going to be the podcast that everyone's been waiting for. Peter Bukowski and soccer.
Okay.
Single male in Mill says, I just stopped by to hear the Jordan fanboys crown him after 1 quarter, which we did. So you got your wish. Let's see. Ryan says, Jim Leonard, Jordan Love, 2 JLs, more like JK. I mean, just when I think I read the dumbest what? It's ridiculous.
And I thought my comments were bad.
Yeah, God. You guys are making Tim look like fucking Bill Shakespeare.
Hey, I'm off the hook in 2022. You even said it a couple days ago with my comment about John Gruden, but wasn't there a penalty kick in the Canada game? Not Canada. Someone.
Oh, yeah. Canada missed a PK.
Yeah.
Worst Canadian moment of the year.
Yeah.
Your boys eliminated.
I'm off the hook, though. No more.
Thought they were going to beat Belgium. No, who'd they play today?
I don't remember.
What the fuck? I watched the game. They lost to Belgium.
Bulgaria?
How do you watch? Is it? I'm like, soccer's not boring. Then I can't even tell you who was in the game I watched. Croatia. Jeez.
Croatia. Okay.
Let me just.
Well, my boys are out. Damn.
Yeah, your boys are out. Let's see. Who else do we got here? It's just the same guy talking the same. God,
Yeah.
you guys are,
Yeah.
you reading this?
I saw it earlier.
This is ridiculous.
Someone is just typing away.
Corey says the prefix from Nomad is great. Beer shot in a smoke. That's what you were offered earlier. All right, here's one we got to take a quick detour, and we'll get more into the Packers in a second. But Bucky Boyd says, Tim, what do you make of the Badger football season? Now, let me tell you about this. I did not watch much of that Minnesota game. I was watching soccer, and then I came home, and then we went and got our tree. So very cute moment. I came back from a bar that was celebrating Mexico. They lost to Argentina, but there was a lot of Mexico fans. So they passed out Mexican flags. So I brought him home for my son. I said, hey, here's some Mexican. Here's, he just loves anything. He would not let these things go. He wanted to carry him around the tree lot. I said, no. He starts crying. So here's a little kid carrying his little Mexican flags all over. It was cute. I'd show you a picture, but I don't have his permission. He is not a prop in my life.
Yeah.
He could have his own social media life.
Yeah.
That's always been my philosophy.
Good for you to not make like a Facebook page for him. Like I know people that do that when their kids are just born.
We were looking up, it was my wife's birthday recently. We were looking up who was born on her birthday. And there's different people. And then one was like Princess Tia or something. Just a weird name. Or whatever. Born 2018. 4 years old. YouTube star. I mean, are you kidding? This chick's not even remember what you did.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing? So anyway, short story long, we got the tree. Then I came back. Then I ordered pizza from Zaffiro's.
Okay.
Place was packed. Long wait. Worth the wait, of course. And that's where I saw the false start bonanza.
Oh.
Is it this cut and dry? If they would have won that game, is Jim Leonard the coach? And because they lost, Luke Fickell's the coach? That can't be, right?
I think Iowa maybe put a play into that too. Like Iowa, Minnesota, you lose your two biggest rivalry games, and you barely beat Nebraska. And you're
all of a sudden it was so weird. Like the reports were coming out that it's Leonard. It's Leonard. And then Sunday morning, all of a sudden it's Fickell. And college reports are so weird. It's like Fickell might be the job, but then the next 5 minutes later, there's a plane coming in. And credit Tom Oates. They used the first one I saw that had it. Guy still got fastball on him. Tommy Oates retired. You can never really retire from this.
I jumped out of my bed this morning when I saw that.
Because you got it. So the first thing that I said was, okay, is this a forever hire or is this a pit stop to Columbus? And maybe for me, that's the wrong way to think because does it need to be a forever hire? Like Paul Chris was a forever hire. He gone. Like, do we need to have a coach here for 40 fucking years?
No, it's not. No.
So, I mean, I got nothing bad to say about this because I've always liked Fickell. I've always liked Cincinnati. That's how I know of him. Of course, he played at Ohio State, coached there. But I've saw his rise with what he did with Cincinnati, and he basically mid-majored them into the playoff and then into the Big 12. So imagine going to a mid-major like Lance Leipold. He goes to Buffalo, okay, but he catapults himself to the Big 12 in Kansas, and he's there forever now. Long time. But Luke Fickell's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get this team. And through the way that things shift around, I'm going to put him in the Big 12. So next year, without him, they'll be in the Big 12. I think it's next year.
Yeah.
They'll be in the Big 12.
Yep.
And then Fickell will be in Wisconsin now. Really no ties between the programs. I mean, obviously the Big 10 and Midwest tie. I saw some people initially say, well, does this mean Braylon Allen's gone? Oh, maybe he is. The tea leaves are he is. But also, take the coach, man.
Yeah.
You take the coach. We all love Braylon Allen. I, of course, love him, Fondy Dog. But you got to take the coach. You're not going to say, well, Luke, we'd hire you, but we need Braylon Allen. And now all the Badger players like, I don't know. It's a weird vibe in the back. Here's why I think this is good. Now that I've talked myself into it more, I hear a lot of like whining from the Badgers. Oh, we didn't know this. We wanted to hear this. We need Luke Fickell to come in and be like, guys, yesterday was yesterday. Fuck it. Let's go. You're Wisconsin. This is a team that's been so close. You can't get over the hump. You are on the downswing. I'm swearing a lot on this episode. I apologize to no one. But motherfucking Purdue's in the Big Ten title game? You kidding me? Okay. So, yeah. And now what's it going to do to recruiting? I don't know. Maybe this guy can recruit Ohio for the first time.
You're going to actually have a recruiting department. His two recruiters are coming with him. Not offensive or defensive coordinator. He had a recruiting two recruiting guys, director of recruiting. Badgers don't have that.
Yeah. The one thing that I do feel bad about is Josiah DeGuaris from Cincinnati, and he sucks.
One of their top recruits already decommitted from Cincinnati. He may follow him around.
Well, but then you're going to see people unrecruit from. I did see one thing that worries me. Luke Fickell thinks NIL shouldn't exist, but even if it shouldn't, you got to embrace it.
He will.
So you like the move?
I do.
What's up with Leonard now?
I'm glad they didn't go status quo.
So where's Leonard go?
I don't know.
Is he out?
He looks for a job. I don't think there's no.
A lot of people are connecting him to Green Bay.
There's no way he can stay. I don't think
he go coach at Whitewater.
I don't think he goes to Green Bay. He's not going. Wait, White? Did you say Whitewater?
Yeah, Bullis retired.
No, he's not going to Whitewater. That's a down step. That's like 5 steps down.
That's fucking WEAC, dog.
Maybe he takes a year off. I don't know. He's too young to take a year off. He'll find a job. What if he goes to Cincinnati?
Yeah. JM says Messi is the GOAT. Lionel Messi coming to MLS next year. You want to do 5 minutes on that?
You can.
You know who Lionel Messi is?
He's a player for Argentina.
My man. Well, we're on late enough that Tony in Texas finally sent his ladies home. What's up, Tony?
Good.
What's going on? Tony, you're on mute.
No, still on mute.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, were you listening to Curtin Long before you jumped over here?
No, I was doing my own little Twitter space.
Again, what?
We missed it?
Yeah, you missed it.
So I got this show's going on. This show's going on. Curtin Long's going on, and Tony's doing his Twitter space.
Half of Milwaukee County was in my Twitter space.
Those are like the 3 shows I actually like.
Hey, I got a Badger question for you guys. If you
wait. What did we learn from your Twitter space? What was going on over there?
Well, a lot of people are excited about Jordan Love, and then other people were saying, it's the fourth quarter, and there was a big deficit. The Eagles weren't bringing all the heat.
Oh, come on.
They're going to make excuses. And I know exactly. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to start here. Go on.
He did look good, though.
He did.
He passed. His timing was good. I thought the best pass he had was to Jones.
His footwork looked really good.
His command of the offense looked good. He was quick and decisive. Yeah, he looked good. But let's see him do it for a whole game. But, hey, there's hope. That's all we can ask for. There's hope.
What do you think about this? Tom tweeted this to me. Mildly hot take. I'll listen to Bart tomorrow. I hope Rodgers goes on IR before the McAfee show on Tuesday. Otherwise, Rodgers will tell everyone he's playing and dare Goody and LaFleur to make a move. And that's the kind of problem you have with Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Is that he could, theoretically, set the whole narrative of the week based on what he says to McAfee.
Hey, what about the defense, though?
This sucks. To totally cut you off again. But this sucks because the thing everyone wants to talk about is, oh, my God, Jordan Love played and didn't suck. But the defense was so bad. 40 points, 336 yards rushing.
It looked like the 1980s with Nebraska running the wishbone or something against the Badgers. It was so bad.
Well, here's the problem. The offensive line bullied the defensive line. Our linebackers got caught up, and then nobody in the secondary wants to tackle. Once you break for 5 yards, you might as well give them 15.
Right. I compared the Bucks or the Packers to the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of big names, overpriced players, soft, and poorly coached. That's how our Packers are. A lot of big names. That roster has a lot of big names, and they are not living up to their end of the deal. It's interesting when you see guys like Nixon playing well. And who's the other cat that looked good on defense, Bart?
Ford?
What's his name?
Rudy Ford?
Rudy Ford looks good.
Even the new guy, Justin Hollins, came in here and got a sack.
I worked with his dad for 20 years. I'm so excited he's on the Packers.
You work with Justin Hollins' dad now?
Hollins. Shout out to JD Hollins, Arlington, Texas guy.
Tony's always got a connection.
I love it. And he was a high school teammate of Myles Garrett. There's a little tidbit of information for you there. So the defense just sucks. I don't know where they go from here. They've spent so much money on free agency, draft capital. What do you do with the defense? They can't stop anyone.
Yeah, they suck.
What's the answer?
Now, a lot of it, like, so Joe Barry sucks, but also he's not the one out there tackling, right? I understand that.
You have to believe in the coach that you're working for, though. Do they believe in Joe Barry? I don't think they believe in Joe Barry.
Well, why would they?
There's nothing in his resume that shows that he would be a successful defensive coordinator. This is why you don't hire your friends for jobs when they're not qualified.
Well, they weren't even friends. They were
somehow, though.
They weren't even friends. They were just like, oh, he knows football. I worked with a guy who worked with him.
It was so weird how that went down, and now they're paying the price.
Bobby tweets in and says, my favorite Jordan Love play of the night was when the first options were not open, so he dumped it off to Dillon with no thought. I feel like Aaron Rodgers would have danced around trying to make a play and get sacked instead. This is why I just want to know what it looks like. And we got a quarter, but I do want a game, and I do want a little bit more. And the season, I mean, are we even mathematically are we out?
No, but we're one away from the second pick in the draft, too.
No, we're not.
We are.
What are we?
Yeah, we are.
We are.
Yeah.
We're like one pick away from being the second pick.
I think I saw we're like 5th or 6th right now. So
I think we're 8th, Tim.
Okay.
What the hell?
So where'd that bet? We're 9th.
We're 9th. Okay.
Okay, so we're 4-8, 4-8. Okay, we're 4-8. There's some 3-7, 3-8. Chicago's 3-9, and Houston's trash. So Houston will get one for the. Dude, is Houston? Oh my God, is Houston ever going to be good? I'm so tired of them. They're either the number 1 pick or the team that plays 3:30 on ABC on Saturday wildcard weekend.
Yeah. So
well, I'm not going to root for us to lose. I'm not going to root for us to lose.
No, I don't want to just either. I want to win.
I want Jordan Love to win.
I want Jordan Love to win. I think there is something. It's not like the NBA where you tank for the number 1 pick. There is something about when. If you go back to 2006, Bart, the Packers were 4-8 in McCarthy's first year. They won their last 4 games, went 8-8 for the year, and that piggybacked that into 2007 where they were really good. So I think there is something to building momentum from the previous year. So I want to win. And who knows what these draft picks end, right? Who knows?
Okay, I'm typing in NFL playoff picture. Is this a waste of time? The Packers are the 11th seed. Washington 7-5. We're 4-8, so we're
3 games.
Three games.
4 games, technically.
Toby's Commanders with that shit franchise and a terrible ownership are ahead of us.
Yeah, how about what they did today? Did you see that?
Yeah, I watched that. I watched Red
And
Sox.
now Seattle's out.
No, not that they won or lost. That mannequin of
what
Taylor.
Such a move.
No, I didn't see. What are you saying?
It's so disgusting.
All I saw from the noon games, because I was watching Germany, was that the Jaguars mascot was naked.
Oh, yes, that too. Ugh.
And Brian Robinson had a big hat.
That would never fall under my books when I was with the Brewers. Bernie would always have clothes on.
Why don't you make Bonnie naked?
Hello.
You know, here's the thing about mascots. I must say this. Bernie Brewer and Bonnie Brewer look very similar. Just like it bothers me, Mickey and Minnie Mouse look the exact same.
You said this before.
Yeah.
I know. So why are they attracted to each other?
Well, I mentioned, and I came back at you last time, which I don't know when this was. It might have been on the radio, actually, Bart. Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog are opposites.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for
my grandpa did not approve of that marriage.
If it wasn't for Bernie and Bonnie, we'd never have Hank.
Oh God.
Right.
No, if it wasn't for Ryan Braun cheating, you wouldn't have Hank.
That too.
Beezer12 Washing Beard agrees with me. Exactly. Team needs a leader, and LaFleur crying whenever we're not winning. Tony, I said that my one requirement in a coach from now on is don't always look like you want to cry.
He looked like he was ready to be in tears.
We were talking about what are the radio stations going to talk about tomorrow. Pop says they will talk about Thanksgiving leftovers and how long it's okay to eat them.
True.
Let's see. Matt says Gruden to the Badgers, rumors dispelled.
Oh, well, we'll try again.
Joe wants to know, how do I like USA's chances against Iran? I'm a little pessimistic. I feel like that's a tie.
Are we talking about war or soccer?
Ooh, good question. He doesn't specify.
Specifying this.
I feel like just like in war, Tony, there will be no winners.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm going to be optimistic and say U.S. can get like a 1-0 win, but we can't score.
Is there a way for them to tie and still make it to the next
Gotta
round?
win. Gotta win.
Okay.
Gotta win. Bucky also says Blake Martinez wrote the book on downfield tackles, would have thrived in this game. The best part about Blake Martinez's career is he will be remembered for nothing he did on the field. He will be remembered for selling that Pokemon card for $600,000 to the guys from Pawn Stars and then retiring the next day.
Good for Blake.
Huh?
Good for Blake. Good for him.
Yeah, but it's so funny. It's like Blake's been hurt, and then there's a story that he sells a Pokemon card, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then 2 days later, he retires.
You know what would have been funnier, though, is if your former boss, Tim, Mark A, would have bought that card.
Oh, without a doubt.
And then then let Brett Suter go. That would have been funnier.
Oh, you want to talk Renfro trade?
Oh, yeah, that happened too.
So do we have the names up? Do you have the information in front of you?
Well, so one guy's last name is Junk. Look, here's what I'm going to say with the Renfro trade.
When you hear the name Junk, do you think of like trash, or do you think about the male anatomy when you first heard that?
Well, you can throw junk.
But when you first hear junk, I went to the male anatomy. That's where my mind went.
Well, I talked to your shrink about that. I went to trash. I know the Brewers are cheap, and it bugs me to my core. But I'm sorry, the last guy I'm going to get worked up about is Hunter Renfroe.
Yeah, at least they got something for Jackie Bradley. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, this is all from Jackie Bradley.
Yeah.
The Brewers were so bad that Hunter Renfroe was like miragingly good.
Well, he can hit the ball, Bart. We don't have any.
80% of the league can hit the ball. The Brewers just happen to have the 12 guys that can't.
Hey, Tim, do you see Burns or getting traded, one or the other?
One of them.
This offseason?
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to figure out what people said after the game. Frank says Rodgers after the game said that they're mathematically still in it.
We're not dead. We're not dead yet.
Is that what he said again today?
No, I don't know.
What did he say? I don't know what he said. I didn't watch.
Okay, hold on. I'll go look.
I'm looking too. Let's see. Aaron Rodgers said he took a shot to the ribs. Aaron Rodgers talked to Pat McKenzie. He does not need surgery. Who else tweets Rodgers' post?
What about your guy, Peter?
Peter tweets so much.
As long as we're mathematically alive, I still want to be out there.
All right, so then what's going to happen? He's going to play against the Bears, and then they're going to buy, and then he's going to go on IR.
Yeah, it's probably what's going to happen. We'll see how he looks in practice.
Matt says, I heard you on Locked On Packers. Curious what Aaron has done or said that you were referring to him having a huge ego. Are you 1 day year old?
Yeah, I'm an Aaron Rodgers defender, and I will admit that he has a big ego.
Laura says he said his thumb was better than last week. Okay, maybe. And then he took a shot to the ribs tonight, so I guess maybe the thumb was better. But that first pick was not a spiral. Like it wasn't even.
No.
Like it was that first pick. Well, the first pick, and then it went all. Pop says Love probably gives us our best shot at the playoffs. Here's what I'm going to say again. I just want to know. I want to see if Love was the quarterback this whole year, what would it have looked like? That's all I want to know. Is that so wrong?
You're still going to have shitty defense.
Yeah, and one of the things I said in August before, I don't know how to put this delicately, I got fired.
Me too.
I'm allegedly filling in for Zach Gelb soon.
Does he need another producer? Can I produce that day?
I don't know. I've been supposed to fill in for Gelb like 9 times since. And then they're always like, "Oh no, actually tonight it's oh okay, I just cleared my schedule." Which being unemployed, if you guys been unemployed, I'm very busy. Don't you feel like you're busy?
All the time.
And then I tried to file unemployment. And then I said, well, Blue Wire paid me like $100. So I tried to file that. And then then they sent me mail thinking that my house was Blue Wire headquarters. And they're like, does this guy really work for you? I'm like, fuck, this is just not worth it. I'll just take my $100.
Tim, how you feeling? You sound better.
Oh, thank you.
I asked Tim if he was sick, and he said, we'll talk about it off air. Do you know more than I do?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
He's just sick.
Just sick.
Just sick.
All right, I'm going to wrap up for the night. Anything else we need to talk about tonight? I'm going to talk more about Fickell as the week goes on. A lot of interesting stuff there.
I'll keep my ears open about that percentage of who talks. What's more discussed tomorrow? Packers or Fickell?
Yeah, I am interested.
Yeah, I got
or Renfro.
All right, I want to say this has got to be one of the most disappointing Packers seasons I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Well, I'm almost feeling they didn't win tonight, and there's no moral victories, but I almost feel good because I got to see Love, and the game didn't suck. All these games, even when they played Tampa and won, and it's just the games have been so long and boring, and this game was like entertaining. This game was fun.
NBC got a good product tonight.
And they'll hope to follow that up next week with Colts Cowboys.
That was the highest first quarter this season.
Yeah,
total points.
It was fun to watch, but as a Packer fan, this season's been just a huge disappointment. We had such high expectations. I know, Bart, you and I thought this was a top 5 defense. We were way off. Aaron Rodgers, he's not played up to his ability. The offensive line's been banged up. The defense just is so bad. Special teams look a little bit better, but it took them half the year to finally get rid of Amari Rodgers. The coach.
There's no way Rodgers doesn't play. He saw Love throw a touchdown. He's like, fuck this, I'm in.
Well, I would want him to feel that way. I would want.
If Rodgers, I wish they weren't playing the Bears.
He's coming back next year.
I'd almost root for them to lose.
Just remember that he is coming back next year.
I know, but I still want to see Love. Give me Jordan Love against Trevor Siemian.
Who's the Bear? Is that the Bears?
Hey, I got a question for you. Hey, Bart, is there much of a difference between Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love just by the naked eye? Did you?
You know what I was reminded of? I wanted Jalen Hurts second round.
Yeah.
He went in the second round.
Did.
And then who was the quarterback there? Wentz?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now
sit behind Wentz. And then the Eagles made Jalen Hurts plays. And then people are like, should they make plays for Jordan Love where he runs? Even though he never did that ever. It's like, well, he's Jalen Hurts. No, he's not. Jalen Hurts is amazing.
Well, their offensive line pushed us around. It was a complete disaster on defense, and hopefully Barry's gone here. So that's all I got. I heard the Bucks won too. Did you guys talk about the Bucks?
Q was on, and he's like, Why didn't you watch any of the Bucks? I'm like, I had to watch the Packers. That made me mad tonight. Is that this game? I missed a Luka Giannis game because of the Packers.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why is that? Why was that at 7 tonight? Why did they move it?
I don't know.
They
Don't
buried.
they play tomorrow? Okay, when do the Bucks even play again? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Don't they play Tuesday, Wednesday?
Oh, they play next Wednesday against the Knicks.
Ah.
So I guess we could do a live Wednesday one, huh?
All right, let's call it a date.
All right, so just a little schedule note. Monday, I'm at Red Lion watching Brazil, Switzerland, and Portugal, Uruguay. Look, dude, this job's exhausting. I'm working with Milwaukee Pro Soccer. It's not just for fun. I'm a sort of an employee. But they have us at bars, and being at bars is exhausting. Plus, I can't watch soccer without drinking.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you think your drinking's gone up since you've been unemployed?
I will answer that by telling you a fact that on Saturday night, I weighed myself, and it was the most I have ever weighed in my entire life.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know what to say, Bart. You got to want to do it.
Tuesday, I'll be at Nomad for Iran, USA.
Tim, you're switching hats now?
Always.
Wednesday, I'll be at Three Lions.
All right.
One of these days, I'm going to be at the Toy Drive. I got to figure that out. And I think Wednesday we can go live after Bucks Knicks.
Okay.
And I think that's good.
All right. Sounds good.
Don't forget, I'm sure you may talk about it later this week, but the big in-state rival Saturday, Wisconsin-Marquette.
That game's Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about Badgers, Kansas, maybe?
We could sometime. I mean, Badgers should be
okay.
right.
So what was that, Thursday?
That was Thursday. Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch the Lions game. Then I'm trying to watch a World Cup game. I didn't know the Badgers played that day. Then all of a sudden I see that they're tied against Kansas. I'm like, how many fucking sports are there?
It was overload.
That might have been the best game of the day. Badgers, Kansas.
And then people are like, oh, I can't believe they made us watch soccer on Friday. Made you watch soccer? There are 13 college football games going on. There are 97 college basketball games going on. And I think there was like a MLB game got played on accident.
Yeah, Brewers Cubs makeup.
Rogers, as long as we're mathematically alive, I'd like to be out there. There's obviously a lot of other conversations that come into play once you're eliminated, and I'll be open to all those conversations. It's so obvious. It's been what we've been saying all year. He's playing against the Bears. They're going on a bye. He's not playing the rest of the season. It's so fucking obvious. We all know it. Just say it.
Hey, next year is Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers on this roster. Both of them?
No.
I don't know how. Mathematically, I don't know how. You got to pay this guy $20 million. You're going to pay Jordan Love $20 million?
I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. Bring in your boy Ken, salary cap expert.
Ken Pringles?
Yeah, Ken Pringles. That you, Tim? Are you Ken Pringles?
Yeah, you can. Hey, are you Amos McGee? Amos Miller?
I am.
Are you Sarah Ann Rhodes?
Sarah Ann Rhodes.
I am Pam, the perpetual painter.
Sure. All right, Tony. Good to see you, buddy.
All right. Hey, yeah, have a great night, guys. We'll talk soon. And yeah, hopefully there's better days ahead for the Pack.
Tell Justin Holland's dad I said hi.
Yeah, I will. Jay Collins, great guy. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bart, before you go and end this thing, one more quick little shout out to my niece who set the scoring record.
Let me tell you this.
Okay.
I know I keep saying that. Our guy Ryan sent me a screenshot the other night of Menominee Falls And I was like, why the fuck is he sending me this? And it wasn't until you sent me that, because I didn't I don't know. Go ahead.
She set the new scoring record, or broke the scoring record. Most points in a game on Saturday. She scored 40 points
in a girls' game.
76-71 victory over Whitnall. So
were you there live?
I was there. Got to see it. So
why didn't you cover it for the show?
I mean,
can we not even get credentialed at Menominee fucking fall?
No, we can. Maybe I'll bring her on the show one time, just so she, I don't know what she'll answer. She'll probably be a better. She'll probably give you a better answer.
If she's a Shay, I mean, I might as well just.
Hey now, hey.
Although maybe the two of you can equal one human conversation.
Wow, but no, congratulations to her. 40 points in a game.
All right, tomorrow's episode, Peter Bukowski and Bart bitches about all y'all. And Tim's got his finger on the goodbye button. And we are out. See ya!